Man, that wave was so huge. You wiped out so bad.
Dude, I know. My board almost broke. I was so scared. I was saying my prayers so quick.
I was scared for you.
It's getting dark. We should build a campfire.
Yeah. What you thinking about?
Honestly, I was thinking about how I almost died today. I was so scared.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I've rode some really big waves and some small ones. But just like life, it's got its ups and downs. And God's always got me.
What do you mean?
You know, like the ghost story?
The what? I definitely don't know about that ghost story.
It's literally one of the best. So, there were these dudes all stuck out on a boat, right? Suddenly, these huge waves started hitting their boat. They were used to being out on the water, but this night was different, and it scared them. They didn't know what to do or even how to handle the waves, and the winds were coming at them so hard. They were too far from land too, so they couldn't even swim back. It was getting gnarlier by the minute, and they were super scared. And that's when they saw the ghost.
Now I'm scared.
Stop interrupting! The story's about to get awesome. Now where was I? Oh right, the ghost. So after hours and hours of the boat getting tossed around and these monstrous waves coming at these guys, they were terrified. That's when one of them saw the ghost. They pointed towards the ghost on the waves and yelled out so the other guys could see. Then everybody on the boat just about had a heart attack when they saw the ghost because they were so afraid. They were huddled together and freezing and didn't know what to do when one of them slowly stood up. Peter squinted his eyes and then he rubbed them really good and looked again. He saw that it wasn't a ghost. He realized that it was Jesus. And Jesus told Peter to come. You gotta remember, the wind was howling, the waves were crashing, lightning streaked across the skies while the thunder rolled as Peter walked towards the edge of the boat. If he would have looked down, he would have seen the scary seas beneath the boat. But he didn't look down. He didn't look up as the lightning struck around him. He only looked at Jesus as he took a step outside the boat onto the water. And then another step, and another. Then the wind was really howling and the waves started crashing all around, and Peter looked at the waves and almost had a total wipeout as he began to sink. He cried out one quick prayer, "Help me!" And then the flash of lightning, Jesus' hand was right on his hand and then pulled him up to save him.
I get it now. While Peter had his eyes on Jesus, his faith was strong. He could see the power that Jesus held over the wind and the waves, and he knew that Jesus would never let him down.
You got it. There's always a bigger wave to catch, and we have to trust that God has a bigger plan for us, even though we can't see it yet. For example, Bethany Hamilton, the famous shark victim who lost her arm from a shark bite, once said that her passion for surfing was more than her fear of sharks. The question is, do you think you're more like Peter, whose passion for Jesus was bigger than the fear of the storms and waves around him? Or are you more like the other guys that stayed scared, huddled in the boat?
I definitely want to be a Peter. There can be waves in life that are too big or too scary for me to handle, but not for Jesus. I don't focus on the problem, but the one who has power over the problem. Man, that makes me feel so much better. I don't want to stay in the boat.
Me either. We should probably get some sleep so we can hit the waves first thing in the morning.